Hi guys, it's Dutchess! Happy New Year. I'm happy to be back. I'm excited. I think this is going to be a really good year. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dutchess. This is my channel, Dutchess Divinity, and we do lots of stuff here. But today we're going to do one pick a card, which is mostly what we do. Today I did a really exciting thing and I did an ASMR video for the first time. So that was fucking cool. Check it out if you're into that. I've seen some debate in the comments whether that's a fridge or a freezer behind me. It's both. This is my kitchen. Welcome to my kitchen. Hi, welcome to my kitchen. It's both, y'all. Let's get into it. So today we're gonna get some messages. I just found a new store near me and I found this deck and I saw it and the moment I touched it, I got covered in chills from like my toe. Did you see that? I just got like twitchy. From my toes up to my crown. Covered, and that hasn't happened to me in a really long time. This is a very powerful deck. So, you know, I just want to tell people what you need to hear right now. That's what we're going to do today. What is the message that you need to hear right now going into 2022? What do your guides want to tell you? They got your attention? Whatever comes out, let it come out. And then at the end, we're going to pull some of these for advice, and it's going to be super powerful. So, we have 3 groups to choose from today. Yeah, that's how we'll do it. So we have these little resin products that I make. They're cute. This is like a crystal charging tray. You can do whatever you want with it. You can put tarot cards on it and charge them up, crystals, incense. Don't burn anything on it because it is plastic. Okay, guys? But like put a little tea light on there, you know. You know, like the little fake ones, whatever you want. I use mine for my jewelry. I charge up my jewelry and my crystals on it. So, okay, so this is how we're going to do it. So, group 1, you're going to be this. This is a fairy oracle card. And I just saw 222. Okay, so if 2 is also a significant number to you, or 222. And this is what the back looks like. And the crystals in this are picture jasper and sodalite. You can see them on the side. They're like blue and brown. Okay. Group number 2, you're this sexy page of cups. Oh yeah, baby. It's got petrified wood and glass pebbles. And then on the back it is like this. So that is group 2. A lot of red here. Okay, and group 3, you are the devil card. It's like this octopus. This is the Necronomicon tarot deck. It's the Chikuhulu. I cannot say it. But he's a really cool, he reminds me of like an alien, very like masculine kind of, even though it's the devil, it reminds me of emperor energy because he looks like he's in charge, right? Reminds me of an alien, kind of the Matrix too. And this has moss agate in it, and I'll show you the back. The back is really fucking cool. Okay, group 1, group 2, group 3. Sorry, I'm a little punchy today. I'm a little punchy. The lighting is all crazy too. I mean, it's kind of nice. I like it. Okay, I'm seeing your groups. Hi, group 1. This is for those of you who chose this fairy tray with the picture jasper and the sodalite. All right, so I just want to know what you need to know. Straight off. Spirit, what does group 1 need to know, please? What do they need to know about life right now? What does group 1 need to know about life right now? What does group 1 need to know about life right now? Damn, you're about to go through a really major life change. If you've gone through some hardships or recently felt like you've been slighted, feel like people have been undervaluing you or not respecting your boundaries here with the 5 of Swords, if people have stolen from you, if you've had a string of bad luck, if you feel like people are stealing your energy, you know, basically things not equal give and take. Whatever you've been going through with that, you're about to come out of that and step into a new beginning here with the Fool. And the angels want you to know that while you were experiencing these Five of Swords moments, they were with you the entire time. They say, too, that some of them you created yourself. So some of them were perceived, so some of your problems weren't even actually real. This past year, some of them were only real because of the anxiety and depression that you created around those issues. And I'm not saying that you did it to yourself. I'm saying sometimes in a perfect mix of things, our chemicals can get off balance and then bad things can happen and it can be situational, and you know what I'm saying. But Spirit's saying that you created it for yourself because it was a learning tool. And it was also showing you the kind of energy that you don't want to take with you into 2022. So you could have had a lot of moments where people took more than they gave to you. And you kept giving, that's why they say you did it to yourself, because you kept giving them chances to do better and they didn't. So here with the Fool and the, yeah, they're just like basically, and the Five of Swords, they're like, there's kind of no more second chances. And once you kind of turn away from giving people all these second chances and you focus your energy solely on yourself, the Spirit's saying there's nothing wrong with saying no to friends and family. Like, let's say you babysit like all the time for a family member and you just are really fucking tired, and it might mean that, you know, they can't get, you know, out to the bar that night, but that's okay because, you know, you just need to get some extra sleep. You know what I mean? Like, you don't always have to do everything for everyone else at the expense of yourself. And in 2022, you're shifting your energy and you're shifting it. And this can be a timeless reading whenever you do find it, but I am reading for the year. You're shifting your energy right now and you're focusing it on yourself. And when you shift it, it's like you have a double level up. It's like you were kind of already right here in this Nine of Pentacles energy and this independent and powerful and like very like abundant energy. You were already in that energy, but you were kind of floundering out of it because of like the people, places, and things that were undervaluing you and kind of pulling you off of your manifestation game. It could even be the state of the world. Like, you could be someone who's super worried about everything that's going on, and you're like, you know what, in 2022, I'm focusing on me because like, that's the best I can do. Got to start with the person in the mirror and watch it all trickle down and change from there. You know what I mean? And so you're kind of just like, these things were pulling you out of your power, and so you hop right back into that Nine of Pentacles power, and then you shift directly into the Empress energy. Things are shifting for you in a really positive way. A really, really positive way. You're about to double level up. You're about to get a lot of things that you've been wanting. I just saw the Star card in my mind. If you've been holding out hope for something, like if you've been trying to get a business off the ground, or if you know, have been trying to mend your relationship with your parents, or like been trying to work on your relationship with yourself, like trying to find yourself again, whatever it is, if you've been really trying to make it work with someone that you love, you're gonna get that wish fulfillment. I just heard Spirit ask me to knock on that deck, and they said they want you to listen for knocks. Like, listen for knocks, because when you hear the knocking, that's Spirit. And then also threes. 3, 3, 3, and threes are your numbers right now. (2022) is a 6 year as well, so looking out for the number 6. Spirit, what can you tell me about love for group 1? The Empress. Y'all could be getting pregnant. If you're not trying to get pregnant, make sure that you are just using protection. If you are trying to get pregnant, Spirit's saying now is a really good time. The Empress came out twice. If we get the Ace of Cups, then that will just be further confirmation of your fertility. Okay, so we got the Empress, the King of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like you're going to be a lot more confident in yourself. in 2022, I also think that you're attracting a partner that is going to really hype you up and really value you. And I feel like in the past, you've attracted partners who give less than what you give. And I feel in 2022, you're going to attract a partner, if you don't already have one, you're going to attract a partner that gives even more than you give to them. And if you already have a partner, they're going to be giving so much more to you, and they're going to be making you feel really safe. They're going to be really communicating with you how much they love you, how much they appreciate you. They're going to be really hyping you up. I feel in 2022 you're going to have certain like major accomplishments and milestones throughout the year. Really good things are going to come to you. And when you have these certain milestones and accomplishments, it's like you're going to be feeling so good, and your partner is going to make you feel even better. Because I don't know if you guys have been in toxic relationships before, but sometimes when you're in a toxic relationship, you can be doing amazing and your partner isn't happy for you, and it like steals your happiness. I just heard You Steal My Sunshine, that song. And it's like Spirit saying like, no, you're going to have someone who's going to be like so proud of you, so grateful for you, you know, like, so someone who's going to cry with you whenever you make these major changes and reach these major milestones. Like, someone who's really going to love you, and someone you're going to be really building with them. You're going to see a really solid future with them here with the Three of Pentacles. Or you guys could have been making plans. Like, you could be, for some of you, you want to go into business together. You want to open up a business together, and you're going to be laying the foundation for opening up that business. For others of you, you want to build a home together, whether that means literally, physically, like I'm seeing like carpentry, like building your dream home, or building a family, or like this person I feel you're settled. Like, it's not like a lot of traveling. It's a lot of like being settled in like in an area, in a proximity, on a physical place, and really building in that area. And it's like you're building within your community. Like you could be building your business, like I was saying, or just spending more time. I feel like you're gonna just be spending so much time on the land, and I think you'll be spending a lot of time on the land with your partner. Okay, so then where does group 1's power lie right now, please? Definitely in your fertility. Now, if you're not trying to get pregnant, now is the time to make new plans, okay? So, like, make plans for the future, because you're very fertile right now with the Empress coming out twice. And then it's like with the King of Cups here, it's like you're going to have energy around you that can help to nurture this. And then also with the Fool, it's like a brand new beginning. And the Three of Pentacles is saying like Spirit has got your back the entire way. You're very fertile right now. This is a time for manifestation, making new plans, leveling up. I just heard you can have more than you ever dreamed was possible, okay? You can make more. You can do good more than you ever thought was possible. What did I say about your proximity? Your power is in your home right now. So it's about, and also in knowing your irresistibility. It's in knowing, okay? It's in knowing. You have to know that everything is already perfect. You have to know that everything is already as it should be. You have to feel confident. You have to know. And you have to know that you're deeply irresistible, and that, you know, you're very well balanced this year, because Freya is the goddess of both love and war. So it's like you're balancing out things in the past that were not as balanced. And then here with the Vesta card, home and hearth. Really, okay, being warm right now is very important to you. Cultivating a warmth in your energy, a friendliness, a kindness, but like, do no harm, take no shit, right? Like a warmth about you, but still having strong boundaries. And your power really does lie on your land right now. And I'm not saying don't travel, because you go travel, have a good time. But working with the land, working with your home, working in your proximity is really powerful for you right now. Ooh, I just saw like a map. You could get a map and do like a spell with a map. Do something. Yeah, get like a map of your area and do a spell with it. That's a great idea. You're welcome. And we'll get you some advice now. Okay, advice please for group 1. Advice, please, for group 1, Spirit. Beautiful. This deck makes me high. Literally. It's called Apala. You are a peaceful being. And it almost looks like a nest, doesn't it? It looks like a nest, like nesting and Vesta, home. This is called Oracle of the Dragon Fae, and it's about fairy dragons. It felt so good when I touched it, like I said. Sent my whole chills down my entire fucking body. Okay. Apala. When this card is drawn forth, a sense of peace and new depths of serenity become truths for you. Simply breathe deeply and learn that your peaceful nature can become a daily source of delight and courage, of strength and beauty. Peace is like a quiet glade within, a sacred grove to which you can go and belong. Take strength and draw nourishment from this place within you, and be sure to visit it daily. Practice acts of peace within your life. Be strong, be free, be blessed, and be at peace. When you come into this place daily, all around you will benefit. Do not mistake or confuse peace for inaction. Being a peaceful activist is one of the most dynamic and powerful choices a being can make in this world, now and ever. When all around you is drama and all within you feels turmoil, go to that place and know the truth of your being is peace. Serenity is blessed and is free. Many legends say that Apala was a convert to Buddhism. But the truth is that Buddha and the Dragon Fae wisdom keeper Apala shared many feelings, beliefs, and discussions. And the Buddha learned as much from the loving, compassionate heart of Apala as Apala did from the wide, open eyes of Buddha. Apala encourages you to take part in discussions about peace and will support you in finding ways to promote peace on personal, practical, and global levels. You may be interested in speaking with people who live a monastic life when this card is drawn. This card can also indicate that you have already experienced other lifetimes as a member of the Buddhist temple or a monastery. Investigate this connection, but most of all, take care to be loving, peaceful, and harmonious in the present moment. Remember, the Buddha loves laughter too. You are a peaceful being. Bringing more peace into your life, you may be wishing for more peace and for more conflict on a personal and global scale to be done with. Please do not put your energy into fighting war. Instead, create peaceful moments whenever possible. This does not mean that you need to be weak or passive, like I said, right? But instead, choose to draw incredible strength and do not waver from your choice in bringing more peace in. Know that your conversations about peace and beliefs are bringing about change. People may have told you lies about peaceful ways, meaning a lack of strength. This is not so. Choose to be stronger, more peaceful, and watch harmony and joy flower in your life. Invite peace into your life by choosing to work with people and beings whose beliefs are aligned with yours and who are held within integrity. Understand that the conflict around you is a result of the people attempting to control each other's hearts and minds and futures. Apala teaches us that here and now, when tended with love, creates exciting and peaceful outcomes for all. Damn, I hope you liked that, group 1. Like if you enjoyed it, comment if you got something to say, subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll fucking see you next time. I love you. Thanks for everything. Bye-bye. Hi guys, this is for those of you that chose this charging tray for group 2. Let's go ahead and see what your spirits have to say. I want to get comfy. Okay. Spirit, what do you have to say to group 2? What do you just want to tell them? What do you want to tell group 2? Okay, so Group 2, I specifically feel like you've been dealing with a lot. Like, I feel like your soul, so there's this thing in shamanism called soul fragmentation, where when we've been through like a lot of trauma or just experienced a lot of things in our life that our soul had a hard time processing, a lot of pain, you know, our soul fragments, like it literally breaks off, and this is what, you know, we call like dissociation and PTSD. And this is why a lot of times when people dissociate, they feel like they're flying above their body. I speak from experience, but you know, back when I was learning about it, nothing was like witchy or spiritual. Everything was very Western and very strict and very much like, you're crazy. Like, for years I thought I was insane until I realized I was just psychic. Yeah. But anyway, so our soul fragments, it breaks off into different pieces, and a lot of times we see this with dissociative identity disorder, and a lot of times we see very awakened individuals or star seeds or earth angels or whatever you want to call yourself, you know, keepers of this realm. We see us almost displaying, April Elizabeth just did a video on this, almost displaying tendencies as if we have multiple personality disorder, or having different versions of self for different situations we're in or different people we're around. And this is a survival technique, and it's something that you learn in childhood whenever you know, you were going through the things, or not even in childhood. Some of us have acute traumas. A lot of us have trauma throughout our whole life. Unfortunately, it's the fucking dualistic, three-dimensional reality that we live in. But anyway, so it's almost like, yeah, you fragmented pieces of yourself, so these different versions of self come out, and I feel like throughout the year of 2021, you had to do all these things. You had to do all of these things that kind of kicked up old trauma and kicked up old pain, and you had these experiences so that you could almost heal them because you do it differently now. So like the way that you would process and move through a certain situation would be different than in the past. So for example, if I was experiencing abuse in my life now, I would, you know, immediately call the police, and I have my family who can support me. You know, hopefully the police would do what they could. I mean, sometimes they can help, sometimes they can't. You know, I've taken self-defense classes now. I am physically stronger now. I have, you know, weapons in my house, God forbid. So it's just like, I feel like in 2021, things kept happening to you, where it's like in the past, the way you responded made the situation more traumatic. So like for me, when I was experiencing the abuse in the past, a lot of times I would just submit because that was the capacity I had at the time. Now, I would kick some ass, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's like you were faced with these situations so that you could look at them and be like, okay, in the past, yeah, I just submitted. Now I'm gonna fight, or now I'm gonna tell you exactly what I feel, or now I'm gonna ask you why you did that to me, or I'm not gonna let you continue to make fun of me, or whatever. It was like all these things that mirrored bad situations from your past, they kept coming up in 2021 so that you could heal them by reacting differently and reacting in a more empowered way. And Spirit just wants you to know that 2021 was a year of soul retrieval. You had to keep getting triggered and triggered and triggered, like into oblivion, because you had to come back into union with yourself. There was this certain part of you that was dying, that you were leaving behind, and you had to come back into union with yourself. It's like the part of you that was dying was the part of you that like feels like you're not worthy, or that feels like you can't have a good life, or the part of you that defines yourself from whatever it was that you went through in the past. It's like that part kind of just like slowly integrated and fell away while you had to go receive other parts of you. So whether it's like your 6-year-old self, your 11-year-old self, your 21-year-old self, and then like whatever it is, you had to go and you had to receive different parts of your soul, and you're finally starting to feel like yourself again. You could have had a couple really major traumatic events last year too that really just like, I'm literally seeing someone's feet getting knocked out from under them that like made you be like, what the fuck? And I just got feeling so much healthier in my heart. Like I got butterflies in my heart and I saw 555. Because Spirit's like, you're done with that. Like, you're moving on from that. This 6th year is going to be a lot more stable. Because 6, numerologically speaking, is community, family, love, connection, togetherness. And so it's like your life is going to be a lot more stable, a lot more together. Also, work is going to be better. You're going to be leveling up financially this year. You could be getting a promotion. You could be just getting a better job. You could be finishing college, moving on to start actually working. Like maybe you're doing an internship, now you're going to be actually working. Like your coin is leveling up this year. And I just heard you're going to be recognized. Like people are going to appreciate you. So like even if you're like a waitress, you're going to be getting bigger and better tips because people are going to be like, damn, like she's good. You know what I mean? You're attracting more wealth by recognizing your value and also wanting to move forward in your life. Because this past year felt like the past just kept fucking. Every time you'd move forward, it's like the past slaps you across the face. But it was all doing that so that you can see it, move through it, physically pull it out and heal it and like be done with it. And Spirit's saying this is very good. You're ending a cycle, but you're starting a brand new cycle. But this new cycle is one that's going to last, I just heard for the next 13 years. Whatever you're learning now, you're going to be learning for the next 13 years. I don't really know what that is. I just heard it's, I just heard survival of the fittest. Whatever that means. I literally have no idea. But here with the, with the World card, I see that you're ending an old cycle and bringing into a new cycle. And I also see that you have a lot of dragons around you because look at, you have this sea dragon and this air dragon. You could have water or air placements, or they could be significant to you. Dragons definitely around you, but really this serpent energy, it's a lot of flowing energy. Spirit just said keep more to yourself because not everybody needs to know what's going on in your life. Not everybody has your highest and greatest good in mind. And just kind of like, I just heard you're usually really share. It's time to walk more in silence and only talk to the people that you really trust. Like, if you need advice or an opinion on something, only go to someone that you really trust. So, Spirit, what can you tell us about Group 2 for love? What do they need to know about love right now? The Queen of Cups, again. So right now for you, it's a lot about self-love. Yes. Right now for you in love, you're at a crossroads, and the ships that you've been waiting to come in, they are coming. But before those ships come in, there's certain things you need to tap into your heart space, and your person needs to tap into their heart space a little bit more too. I just heard they're trying really hard, but it's definitely not easy. They're kind of going through a similar thing. And also I just heard that, like, if you have a person, it's like, there was something unexpected that happened. Like, something unexpected happened, and it kind of scared them about their safety. They're fine. But, so maybe they, like, hit a patch of ice and, like, drove off the road, and they're like, my life flashed before my eyes. Like, they're literally, like, questioning their life because something, like, they're fine, but their life flashed before their eyes. Damn. And if you don't have a person, then you're at a crossroads where whatever kind of human you've been trying to manifest in, it's like as soon as you open yourself up and allow yourself to receive, that person's coming in, okay? Here with the 3 of Wands. Look, it's like, I'm scared to receive all that I am worth. I don't know, but you're gonna do it. You're gonna open your heart space. But right now it's about self-love. It's about focusing. Okay, I want you to work on naming your emotions. When you feel something, I want you to really describe it. Okay, so like, I'm sad. How can we say that more? I'm feeling really devastated and betrayed. My heart is physically hurting because I don't feel heard right now, or I feel misunderstood. That says a lot more than I'm feeling kind of sad, okay? So I want you here with the Queen of Cups coming up twice. I want you to really focus on learning how to name your emotions and also not dwelling in your emotions. And I want you to focus right now. This is a shamanism technique. I want you to focus on feeling your emotions unbiasedly. I'm not great at this. So, like, if you're crying, don't judge yourself for crying. If you're sad, don't be like, oh, this is so stupid for me being sad for this, and this reason. There is no reason and no excuse to judge your emotions. Your emotions are what they are. You cannot control them and you cannot get rid of them. So if you don't put so much attachment on them or try to tell them that they're stupid or rationalize them with your mind or whatever, you're going to process them and move through them a lot more quickly. So that's what you should be doing right now. And also keep sowing the seeds of the future and stop putting yourself down. Like, honestly, your biggest enemy is yourself. You just, like, really get in your own head and make yourself think that you don't already have all the things that you want. Also, I hear there are a couple people around you that also can be kind of judgy, and then they make you, like, kind of recede into yourself. So just maybe some alone time would be good. But, yeah, saving money right now is really good, too. Mirror work would be really good as well. And I also do see a small offer coming in love, but not for a little while. Okay, so where does Group 2's power lie? Your power lies in setting boundaries and protecting your energy right now. It's a good time. Like, don't be alone all the time, but if you need some, like, if you're an introvert and you really need to, like, decompress and just not to talk to anybody for a day, you're allowed to do that. Like, do whatever feels right for you, and also make sure that your protection rituals are up and your amulets are on, making sure that you're shielding and grounding yourself every day and just cleansing yourself spiritually every day. As simple as using a cleansing spray, smoking yourself with sage. Just make sure you're doing it every day, okay? All right, now this crazy deck, it's so good. Spirit, what is your advice, please, for Group 2? This is exactly what I was talking about. I read this card the other day. That is so crazy. The soul fragmentation. That is so crazy. New Moon Fae, soul scrying. I rule myths and dreams, which encapsulate truths about yourself in forms that you can work with. I rule creativity and the storyteller and that which enchants. I am imagination, instinctive wisdom, and the archetypal energies and forms which cross cultural boundaries. I love the moonlight, and I know only too well that the light of the crystal one can mean madness or enlightenment. I am the enchanted, strange outsider, as are you. And so I understand when you feel you are not at home in this world. Sometimes I know you feel as if you are not part of the mainstream and you can feel isolated. Please remember that under the moonlight you cannot see the full spectrum of colors, but you can often see between the worlds and deep into the true essence of it all. Do not feel ashamed of your strangeness and of your shadows. They can be beautiful and mysterious if they are loved, embraced, and owned. But something is missing, and I have cast out a part of myself that I am now wanting to return. Like you, I am nearing a time of action where I must go in search of all of myself. But for this moment, I take solace in the reflections of the still moonlit pool. And even in the stark lacework of the bare trees, I find truth and I find hope. You too have this quicksilver and primal energy, but I encourage you now to become practical, to deal with difficulties and separation, and to dissolve your fears through action, strength, and acceptance. However, do not shut out your own fears and intuition. What you resist and repress only regroups in the shadows and draws strength from denial. Instead, bring your fears out into the open and shine the sunlight on them. Embrace all of who you are. Your accepted social mask can now be dropped. You may now incorporate the power of heightened psychic ability, which can be heard to communicate and read accurately. Do not despair. You will learn to understand and interpret your own psychic and symbolic language if you practice, as I am now in this sacred pool. If you do not make a conscious effort, your unconscious will continue to do the work on your behalf anyway. You may be a psychic nighttime being with fragile but powerful abilities, but you are also of the elements, and the dragon fae can teach you strength and give you the wisdom in which you use it well. This lovely lost for the moment dragon fae maiden has no name. She is yet to come home to her whole self, but she is working on becoming whole, as you are now, and your true nature is being integrated into your social self. She is pining. It is that she is waiting for her dragon self to return so she can be whole. But she is also at a stage of new beginnings and is obsessing over what she does not seem to have. This is the card of a person who feels that part of their true self is no longer with them, and it speaks of the yearning that we can experience. While she is wistful, she has hope, and she will grow stronger over the coming moon cycle. She has powerful visions. This card often indicates that the listener will be able to cleanse themselves and feel at home near beautiful bodies of water. Remember I said you gotta cleanse yourself? All of this, by the way, is literally everything I was just saying. It is also the card of connecting more to moonlight and the subtle quicksilver light of the reflected sun. You may be feeling abandoned at this time, or like part of who you are is missing. It can also indicate that you have been experiencing false belief that others do not like or accept you. In truth, when this card is revealed, it is that the new moon fae wishes to indicate that you do not like and accept yourself, and that you may be choosing to hide from your own psychic ability and wild self, your spirit vision shrouded by denial. Withdrawal, depression, drinking, eating, sleeping to drown out your inner voice and ability, fearful superstitions, feeling that your abilities are not godlike or God-given, guilt over psychic abilities and belief, dark night of the soul, expecting total clarity from visions, misunderstanding the nature of psychic work, longing, yearning, but inactive, sensation of drowning, memory problems, soul amnesia, period pain, water retention, tendency to turn to alcohol, food, or other substances to drown out psychic messages. Damn. All right. That's your reading, pile 2. Like if you liked it, subscribe if you feel like it, comment if you got something to say, and I hope that helped you in some way. I hope you enjoyed it. That's so crazy that card came out. I love you very much, and I'll see you again, hopefully sometime. All right, bye-bye, guys. Hi, Group 3. This is for those of you who chose this octopus man. Ooh. All right, Spirit. What does Group 3 need to know right now, please? What does Group 3 need to know right now? You got the devil. Alright, I feel like in 2021, I almost feel like you had like parasites attached to you. I feel like you could have just had a lot of negative entities or energies or just like people in your life who would just take way more than they would give. Or I literally feel like you had parasites on you. Like you had these things, almost like demons, right? We literally got this demon card, almost like these demons that make you do things or like make you unlucky or like make these certain fucked up things happen to you. And I feel like you're finally leaving those behind in 2021. I also just heard some of it was like your inner demons. So some of it was like your own, like, okay, I just heard you were a big self-sabotager. So I think that there were negative entities that were trying to push you to self-sabotage. But I feel like there's like a part of you that naturally wants to fall into self-sabotaging. So although there were definitely negative energies and entities and influences outside of yourself that were trying to influence you into self-sabotaging, you kind of did it willingly because you're very used, and not willingly, I shouldn't say willingly, your body did it automatically, I should say, because you're very used to that, or you're very used to like getting the short end of the stick and just being quiet about it, not starting a lot of problems, not making a lot of waves. This could come from like how you were raised. You could have been raised in a house where like you weren't gonna start something because then this and this would happen, so you're just gonna keep it to yourself because it's easier and better that way. But now in adulthood, it's not easier and it's not better. And so Spirit has really forced you to look within, and actually there were multiple things in your life in 2021 that you had to say no to. Like, there were multiple either behaviors or situations or opportunities that you were forced to say no about. And Spirit's saying too that, like, you really came into yourself a lot in 2021 because of this, and Spirit just wants you to know that you're really leaving this in 2021. 2022, it's going to be a lot more about soul reflection, and it's going to be a lot more about just like doing the inner work without having all of the external things falling apart and kind of getting fucked up around you. Here with the Hierophant card, you're starting to realize that you really do create your own reality, and that your fears, your own personal fears and doubts, are the only thing that's keeping you from manifestation. And you're going to really embrace this and know this in 2022. I think you're going to be really in just a very clear, cognizant, a very knowing energy. You're going to be having a lot of visions as well, and Spirit wants you to know too that if you've recently done spell work, it's already worked. It's like working in the future. You're going to see more of a manifestation of that spell work around April and May. That is going to be more of when you really physically see movement around that, but there is going to be movement that you can see otherwise. Now I see here too that 2022 is going to be more about flowing and not, like, I feel like you could have been having control issues in 2021 and really just trying to like tell the universe how to do its job. And I feel now that you're going to be, I just heard co-creating. You're going to be co-creating a lot more with the universe, in the sense that like you're not going to be fighting the universe. You're going to be working with the universe. So like, let's say you get a spell with me. If you don't do your homework, you're fighting yourself. You're fighting your own manifestation, okay? If you do your homework, you open up the space for the spell to come in, right? So you're not going to be, right? The self-sabotaging. You're not going to be self-sabotaging. You're not going to be fighting yourself. You're just going to be flowing. You're going to be just doing your thing, chilling out, living your damn life. I'm living my damn life, Linda. Like, fucking, that's you. And I just feel like you're gonna be so unbothered. Like, I feel like you're just gonna see all this nonsense and all this fuckery around you, and like some of it's gonna get to you, don't get me wrong, but mostly you're gonna be like, you care, I don't care. You can't bother me. You can't steal my peace. Like, nothing is stealing your peace. And I also see that your manifestations are growing and growing so much, and like pretty quickly, and you're physically seeing your efforts come into fruition quickly. And so this is going to be like, it's going to be motivation for you to just stay focused on yourself and not get lost in the sauce. Am I right? So we got the Tower and we got the Sun, because I wanted to clarify the Tower. I was like, don't do us like that for group 3. But we got the Tower and the Sun, and I just heard that song that's like, pain, break me up and make me up, break me down and make me a believer. I don't know if those are the words, but basically it's like 2021 kicked you in the teeth, not even in the ass. 2021 kicked you in the teeth, and Spirit is acknowledging that, and they want you to know that in 2022 you're going to soar like a phoenix, and that all of this had to be destroyed over here so that you could be reborn. And Spirit is acknowledging how painful it was and how you process your emotions, and they're just sympathizing with you on that. Also here with the something that used to make you sad is not really making you sad anymore. So I feel like you learned the karmic lessons, you moved through the energy, and you no longer feel it, and it's no longer affecting you in that way. And so here it's like we have the Devil, the 3 of Swords, and then the Ace of Wands. It's like, all right, some bad shit that you went through in the past made you act in a certain way in certain situations in your life that ended up getting your feelings hurt because you were acting out from your childhood or teenage trauma or whatever, and then you ended up acting out, you ended up hurting other people's feelings, you ended up hurting your own feelings, everybody's feelings was hurt, whether it was with a romantic partner or with your family or whatever, everyone's feelings were hurt. And it's like you're gonna see a shift in these relationships. You're gonna see you guys being able to communicate more effectively. You're gonna hear about more loving communication. So let's say like it's your parents, you got in like a big blowout, feelings were hurt, things were said that can't be unsaid, you acted out of trauma. Well, now maybe your dad's going to be a little bit more mindful about validating your feelings and making you feel comfort. So the next time you're sad, instead of, yelling and being like, this is why I'm mad at you, maybe he will sit down and have a quiet conversation with you. You know what I mean? I feel like that was a stupid example, but that's what I saw in my head. But I just see like validation, and I'm sorry if that was an example of your life and I'm like, that's a stupid example. Oh my god, I need to just shut up. I'm sticking my foot in my mouth. I see a situation healing itself, and I see you coming out stronger on the other end. Something that really hurt you in 2021, a big thing too, like I'm talking, like I'm saying, like a big fight with your family, a big fight with your spouse, you're not talking to them anymore, whatever, like something that really hurt you, you're healing it, and actually something beautiful is going to come out of it. So whether it's a conversation or a better relationship or healing the relationship, whatever it is, something better is going to come out of it. And it's going to be spicy in a good way. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. You're going to enjoy yourself. You're leaving behind all of that pain. Also, your star family has been really trying to contact you. So they're definitely turning over your cells and evolving you while you sleep. If you've been having weird dreams, it's your star family, like your aliens. And they have been abducting you to do work. Yeah. they sometimes they physically abduct us, and then sometimes they just spiritually and astrally abduct us. And they've been definitely abducting you to do work and trying to communicate. Yeah. So Spirit, what do they need to know about love? Okay, so I feel like you have not been open to receive. I think in the year 2021, all of that self-sabotaging that I was talking about, you have not been open to receive. You've been fighting your abundance, and as much as you've been thinking that like you want what you want, romantically speaking, your actions and the way you've been kind of disrespecting your own needs and wants has actually been fighting your manifestation and keeping you from moving forward. But now you're actually moving forward in 2022. You're actually moving forward here. Also, don't fight the not knowing. Don't fight the in-between. It's about the journey, not the destination. So don't fight this like divine timing thing. Don't fight the not knowing. Don't try to know everything. Don't try to tap into it psychically. It's not necessary. You're fighting your own manifestations and your own abundance. Spirit is saying that it's time to really focus on yourself this year, and actually a relationship or a romantic situation in the past that had left you out in the cold, here with the 5 of Pentacles, came out with the 6 of Pentacles. So you're actually moving on to the next chapter in either this relationship or in a new relationship. I kind of think it's the one that you were probably in, as long as it wasn't toxic or abusive. But where it kind of left you feeling undesired. So maybe you're just bored. Maybe you were just bored. You're going to finally feel like you're really connecting to your partner. It's going to feel like they're giving you what you need. You're going to go from feeling sad and lonely and like left out in the cold to feeling appreciated and understood. And also like your partner is a match. Because I feel like in the past, either you were dragging them down or they were dragging you down, and you guys were never like balancing each other out. It's like you're finally going to come into a good balance and be a good match for each other. Here with the Two of Swords, though, it's really about focusing on yourself. Love thyself. The more love and energy you pour into yourself, the more love and energy you're going to see those around you give you. Okay, now this 2022 is a year to be selfish, okay? Selfish with your energy for yourself. Doing things for yourself first. Making sure you're healthy first. Making sure you're getting enough money. Making sure you're being talked to appropriately. Making sure that you're not being taken advantage of. It's about you focusing on yourself and doing a lot more astral work, a lot more spell work, and moving very quietly. I just thought, shut your mouth. Don't tell people things about your life. Not everybody wants the best for you. Wait until it's already a thing. Then let people see for themselves. Don't tell them nothing. Here with the, and also being mysterious will aid you in your love this year. Being more mysterious, being more to yourself, being more self-focused. This is going to make men or women more attracted to you because you're mysterious, right? Like the like the High Priestess here. But we also have the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Wands. So where there were problems in communication in 2021, they're gone out the door in 2022. Where there were sexual problems as well, they're gone, because doesn't that look like a yoni? That looks like a yoni to me. I just heard I'm drunk on the yoni. So it's like where there were so it's like when they start doing the things with your yoni is when their throat opens wide up. So maybe you ain't never been together like that before. Maybe it's just different in 2022. But this, baby, that's a truth serum. You want to know the truth? You want some communication? Put it in there. And then the truth comes out. That is so funny. Also, if you've been feeling like undervalued, like your person hasn't been communicating to you that they value you, they're going to communicate that they value you, but also that they value you as more than a sexual interest. They're also going to honor your divine feminine energy, and they're also going to treat you more valuably. Like they're going to treat you more like royalty. They're going to treat you more like something precious and easy to lose, And then here with the King of Cups and the Ace of Cups, I feel like you're attracting a partner that is just so loving, so kind, has so much love to give, is going to fill your cup, really take care of you. They're going to be emotionally mature. They're going to be giving to you. They're going to be taking care of you. This is the kind of person you would want to start a family with. They're going to really appreciate you, and they're going to see you for what you're worth. They're going to I feel like you're just going to see them just like looking at you sometimes, like just looking at you, smiling. Like they just like to look at you. They just like to know that they had you. Like this person, you're going to know how much this person loves you. You're going to know how much this person values you, and you're going to know how much this person does not want to lose you. So where does group 3's personal power lie? Your personal power lies in trusting yourself, having faith in yourself, having faith in the universe, having faith in the fact that time, low power mode, that time is not real, time is not linear, and that everything that is yours is already yours. You just haven't caught up down the timeline long enough to get there yet. And also not taking things too seriously, really looking at this reality as a game, looking at this matrix as a game, and just not taking yourself or situations outside of yourself too seriously, because that's when it becomes painful. So what advice, please, do you have for group 3? We got that one in the first group. I'll read the first half of this card, but if you want, you can go in the first group because it's really long. So I'll just read the first part of it. Well, I'll read the end part. I should just read it all, I guess. I don't want to read it twice. Me arguing with myself. Okay. We'll read the divination meaning, and if you want to hear the full meaning, that'll be over in, this is card number 11, and this is card number 4. That will be over on group 1, okay? I'll put the timestamp. all, actually, if people want to hear the oracle cards. You are a peaceful being. Bringing more peace into your life, you may be wishing for more peace or for conflict on a personal and global scale to be done with. Please do not put your energy into fighting war. Instead, create peaceful moments wherever possible. This does not mean that you need to be weak or passive, but instead choose to draw incredible strength and do not waver from your choice to bring more peace in. Know that your conversations about peace and beliefs are bringing about change. People may have also told you lies about peaceful ways, meaning a lack of strength. This is not so. Choose to be stronger, more powerful, and watch harmony and joy flower into your life. Invite peace into your life by choosing to work with people and beings whose beliefs are aligned with yours and who are held with integrity. Understand that the conflict around you is the result of people attempting to control others' hearts and minds and futures. Apollo teaches us that here and now, when tended with love, creates exciting and peaceful outcomes for all. I'll just read it all. Apollo, when this card is drawn forth, a sense of peace and new depths of serenity become truth for you. Simply breathe deeply and learn that your peaceful nature can become a daily source of delight and courage, of strength and beauty. Peace is like a quiet glade within, a sacred grove to which you can go and belong. Take strength and draw nourishment from this place within you, and be sure to visit it daily. Practice acts of peace within your life. Be strong, be free, be blessed, be at peace. When you come into this place daily, all around you will benefit. Do not mistake or confuse peace for inaction. Being a peaceful activist is one of the most dynamic and powerful choices a being can make in this world, now and ever. When all around you is drama and all within you feels turmoil, go to that place and know the truth of your being is peace, is serenity, is blessed, and is free. Many legends say that Apollo was a convert to Buddhism, but the truth is that the Buddha and the Dragon Fae wisdom keeper Apollo shared many feelings, beliefs, and discussions, and the Buddha learned as much from the loving, compassionate heart of Apollo as Apollo did from the wide, open eyes of Buddha. Apollo encourages you to take part in discussions about peace and will support you in finding ways to promote peace on personal, practical, and global levels. You may be interested in speaking with people who live a monastic life when this card is drawn. This card can also indicate that you have already experienced other lifetimes as a member of a Buddhist temple or monastery. Investigate this connection, but most of all, take care to be loving, peaceful, and harmonious in the present moment. Remember, Buddha loves laughter too. Okay, and then Queen Mob. Beautiful. Your ancient wisdom is awakening. Mob speaks. I am Mob. Some call me Queen. It is of your independence and personal sovereignty that I wish to speak to you at this time. Each day you see and feel injustices in your world, and each time you remain mute. You allow the energy to spiral. Now is the time to make the difference. Now is the time to take back the power. The mother, the earth goddess from whom we are all birthed, gave to you to safeguard and keep wisely the precious gift of being on this planet. Understand that you are energy and can use more than the old aggressive ways. Use your energy and your mind and your breath work and what you call prayer, but what I call magic, to speak and allow your voice to reach others. You are more powerful than you know. When you find yourself struggling within the cage of anger and fear, breathe love and rest and revive yourself with knowledge of your own strength. Know the Dragon Fae are with you and will help to transmute your message around this world you dwell in now, for I know and I tell you a reckoning will be made, and that you are a part of this magical planet's rescue team. Be strong, be wise, stay safe, and change the world. Mob is indeed the queen of the old ways. She works with the younger Dragon Fae to safeguard and keep the knowledge of the earth alive, and to keep the fairy realm safe from human ravages and interferences. She moves very quickly. She is electric. Her energy, charged at times, despairing and sad at others, and slow at others. enormous energy becomes drained. She is fierce and so courageous. She uses her magic to ensure her realm is safe and to safeguard humans in turn. She is often portrayed as being a queen, but her crown is of light and of energy. She is connected to our dreams, and she ensures that what we wish for when it comes from love and magic comes to us. She appears to many of us in her dreams and is very beautiful. She has a flock of young dragon fae who work with her, apprentices, and report back to her on what is happening in the world in those times when her energy is too exhausted for her to travel far. She is so wise and has seen so much, and yet she is ageless. She never gives in, and she will never abandon her people, the fae and all the elementals. When you draw this card, know that you are loved and protected by Mob too, that you are blessed for your unique and even odd qualities, and that blending in is not the way. This card and Mob are for everyone who has ever ached at their separation from the old ways. Getting back to the basics of enchantment and magic, reconnecting with the old ways and seeing them as ethereal, understanding the karmic history of your area and applying the principles and lessons to the present moment, telepathically receiving messages and trusting in them, knowing that your thoughts have energy and can have an immense impact on what happens. Think of the threefold law. Indulge in some old-fashioned magic, believe in your own abilities, and trust in the ancient ways of wisdom that run in your blood as well as the planet's heartbeat. Respect old magics. Learn more about the ancient lineages of magic. This does not mean to become a creator or to become a creature of what is called the past, but to understand and respect magical heritage and connections. Ask Mob to assist you with clearly defining and deciphering telepathic information, and ask her to let you know how you can assist the Earth. Many of the creatures of this planet are now facing extinction. Mob assists them and will help you to activate others and care for them too. Older family members may also reveal to you that you have a magical lineage. They may do this in subtle ways, but they shall do it. Damn! Ugh. I'm just going to say thank you. Thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Baal, Orion, God Source, for allowing me to be the channel through which these messages flow. We thank you for the truth, and we thank you for the advice. Amen, Rashi, Namaste. By the power of three, Samoda be always works, always a blessing. Alright, I fucking love you guys. If you like that, go ahead and give it a like. If you feel like it, subscribe. Comment if you got something to say, and I'll see you soon. Alright, bye-bye. I love you. Bye. And I will see you another time. Okay, bye. Love you.